Hi, it's Rich from Planet PE, and in today's video we're going to look at how you can try and get better at absolutely everything in quite a simple way. So today is all going to be about goal setting. So this idea of goal setting, the whole point of it is to try and improve in your performance. Now that might be your GCSE exam, it might be your football, it might be a 100-meter sprint. So that is what we're going to look at today. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you please like and subscribe, comment on the videos, and just generally keep watching them because I'm fairly certain that lots of this information is going to come up. So with the things we're looking at today, they are paper 2 topics, and we need to understand the types of goals and also how we can try and set goals to make sure that we improve in the thing that we are aiming for. So let's crack on. So we have 2 different types of goals. So we've got a performance goal and an outcome goal. So if you get anything naming a type of goal, this is what we're looking at. So performance goals are all about improvement. We don't really care about the final result. It's all about, did you get better than you once were? Or did you set yourself a smaller target that is going to help you to improve your performance? So an example for that might be as a 100-meter sprinter to give yourself something like to get a better start, to get away from the blocks nice and quickly. Maybe if you're a swimmer, trying to use a certain arm action or trying to improve your leg kick as you are doing your swimming action. Now that is a really good goal to set for somebody who's not very experienced. So typically performance goals are going to be used by beginners. Now, when we then start to look at outcome goals, they are the sort of goals that are all about the end result. So for you guys in your GCSE PE exams, how can I get a 9? How can I get a 7? How can I get a 5? Whatever you're aiming for. But it's all about that end result. Now, along the way, you might use performance goals to try and then eventually give yourself some sort of an outcome goal. So an example of an outcome goal would be a 100-meter sprinter trying to win the race. It doesn't really matter to them what their time was. Did they win or did they not? In a football match, we might have played rubbish, but did you win or did you not? And that's what I mean by an outcome goal. It's literally the end result. So with outcome goals and their use, they wouldn't be very good for a beginner. And the main reason for that is that a beginner will start to try and focus on the outcome when they're not really ready for it. So if they are looking at the end goal and that is it, they're not experienced enough, they're maybe not skillful enough to actually go and win. So all that's going to happen is they're not going to achieve that goal. Now that can be super demotivating. So that's why with beginners we use performance goals, because they can try and achieve them and that can increase their motivation. Now when we set a goal, we have to use a bit of a model which we call the SMART goal. So let's carry on and look at that. So for any goal to actually be meaningful or even be worth it, it's got to be individual to you. So some of you out there will be going, I'm absolutely going for a 9. Some of you will be going, I hope I get a 5. Now that's going to be different depending on who you are. But the whole point of the goal that you're going to set for yourself has to follow this model of SMART. So with these SMART goals, what we mean by that is that they are specific, they're measurable, they're accepted, they're realistic, and they have some sort of a time-bound element. So this idea of a specific goal, essentially you're saying exactly what you're going to do. So that goal might be that I want to run the 100 meters in less than 11 seconds. I might want to maybe improve my GCSE grade by 10%. There's something that's been really specific. Now, we've got to be able to measure that to see, have we made any improvement? So that 100-meter sprinter, every time they run, they're going to be measuring their time. Now that means that we can see, have you improved? Have you not improved? It means that we can monitor what you're doing and how you're getting on. So you might be doing your GCSEs and you are doing tests maybe each half term, and you're going to get a grade about that. Now that's going to mean that it's going to be measured. We're going to be able to see, are you improving or are you not improving? The accepted part of it is really key. And the reason for that is that if I don't accept the goal that's being set for me, I'm not really going to buy into it. So you might be going, yep, I would love to get a 7, and someone's saying you have to get a 9. Well, I might not be able to do that. It might be something that's too difficult. So therefore that goal has to be accepted, and everybody who's involved, the coach, the performer, has to buy into that so that they're all working to the same type of thing. The next one is that we have to be realistic with our goal. It has to be something that we can actually achieve, because if I set a goal that I can't achieve, I'm going to become quite demotivated. And in the same way, if I said it's too easy, I'm going to probably not really try my hardest because I don't need to. So that realistic thing is basically setting the goal at the appropriate level. And the final bit is about time bound. So typically, let's say we are training, we might give ourselves 6 weeks, 12 weeks to go and achieve something. Now, the reason that we set a time limit is so that we can go, right, I've got to do it by this point. So if you had a piece of homework and it never had a hand-in date, you wouldn't do it. So this goal setting aspect is that your time bound element is saying, this is when it's going to be done by, this is when we're going to try and achieve it. And then if you do, then you're going to then set a new goal, which is going to be harder. Now, the whole point of that is that then the activity you're doing, you should get better at. So if I set myself a goal to go and complete the 100 meters in 11 seconds and I did it, I would then look at 10.9, 10.8, and generally just try and work my way down. And that is how we try and improve. So we've got performance goals, which are all about how well we're doing it, trying to improve little bits. We've then got outcome goals, which are all about the end goal. Was I successful? Did I win? And then within our goal setting, we've got our SMART targets. So specific, measurable, accepted, realistic, and time bound. Now, what you're going to need to understand in your questions is, where does that fit in? Where on a goal is it specific? Where is it measurable? Where is it agreed? Where is it realistic? And how is it then time bound? And they're the types of questions that you're going to need to do. So thank you again for watching. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, make some comments, see which ones you want coming up next. I'm probably going to do a video again later in the week looking at how you might get a 9 in your GCSE PE exam and generally in the course. So I think some of you just need to understand how we do that. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon.